Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I just posted a video a minute ago regarding 80 Polish fighters killed by the Russians in Ukraine. It doesn't come as a surprise for me. It just comes as confirmation that they were over there. Some 20 more were killed in April. But nevertheless, let's move towards discussing the article that I have here right now. From the get-go, I gotta tell you that I don't trust anything the intelligence community uh, from Great Britain and United States say, because not only because, but that was the main reason, is the information they provided us in the Iraq War to start the Iraq War. Those intelligence details that this and that, and they are proved to be false. So for me, their credibility is not zero, is negative 5,000 points. So in this case, remember when the British intelligence told us that Russia will run out of missiles, it's almost done, no more rocket, no more missiles, no more personnel pretty soon. Well, that was about 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, and the other one was about I don't know 2 months ago, or I think it was in April or something like that. May used almost all its son. Now again, how is that possible when the Russians just used missiles, about 30 missiles? I think 8 or so were hit in the air, according to the Ukrainian, reporting. And how in the hell these guys are still upping their missiles? They should be done by now, right? I have this article from Ukrainska Pravda from today, June 25, 2022. This is the title. Russians launch 30 missiles at military units and facilities in Zhytomyr Oblast, mayor of Zhytomyr states. So on the morning of 25 June, today, Russian forces fired around 30 missiles at Zhytomyr Oblast, killing one soldier. The source is Serhiy Sukhomlin, mayor of Zhytomyr, in a video message, and Vitaly Bunchenko, head of Zhytomyr's Oblast military administration. Quote from Sukhomlin. Lin. There was nothing flying over Zhytomyr. Military facilities around Zhytomyr were fired upon. There was nothing flying over Zhytomyr. Military facilities around Zhytomyr were fired upon. So there were no airplanes, I'm assuming. Missiles were launched from aircraft coming from Belarus. A total of 24 missiles were launched at military units and facilities around Zhytomyr. I can't comment on where, how, or whether there were any casualties. This is a matter of our military administration. All is quiet in Zhytomyr. Now, just between you and to be fair, if the Russian planes take off from Belarus to get engaged in a war zone, I think Belarus is already part of the conflict, or at least their airfields are fair game in being hit by Ukrainian artillery if they can. And I tell you why. This is just outside of everything, just interpreting, as I said, well, if you use those bases, that means they facilitate, your military bombarding and killing us. So it's only fair to hit them, try to destroy them. There's one. The other one, remember when the Russians, I think it was like in April this year, when some of the Ukrainian fighter jets, I think it was Sukhoi 29, no Sukhoi, MiG-29s, they went and they landed in Romania, flying away from the Russians chasing them. They went and flew and went in the Romanian airspace and landed in Romania. And then the Russians said, well, guess what? If those guys those airplanes are used to by the Ukrainian military to take off from the Romanian airfields, military airfields, come to in the war zone and then return over there, fly over there, that would be fair game for us, the Russians said, to destroy the Romanian airfields where those planes are facilitated their takeoff and landings. So everybody was like, okay, no more, stay over there, Ukraine. So I think it's just the same scenario here. If you take off from Belarus to destroy us, it's only fair game for us to hit that. But I don't know if they're gonna do that. But nevertheless, if we use the same rule, we use it in both scenarios, right? Lukashenko has been skirting the issue before putting his army and before the West. But we have seen today that Belarus is also taking part in the war, just like the Russian Federation. The guy said, and I think he's right. Um, Sukhomlin reported that fortifications are being built around Zitomir and the region. And I'm quoting from Bunetko. Oh my God. It says here that as of 4:15 a.m., the enemy once again launched missile strikes on Zitomir Oblast. About 30 rockets were fired into the oblast. There are reports of minor damage to military infrastructure. And I got another one from Al Jazeera with the same title. Dozens of Russian missiles hit military facilities across Ukraine. Dozens of Russian missiles have rained down on military facilities in western and northern Ukraine. 6 missiles were fired from the Black Sea at the Yavoriv base in the Lviv region in western Ukraine. Governor said in a video posted online, and Vitaly Munchenko, governor of the Zhytomyr region in the north of the country, said strikes on a military target killed at least one soldier. Nearly 30 missiles were launched at one military infrastructure facility very near to the city of Zhytomyr, Munchenko said, adding that nearly 10 missiles have been intercepted and destroyed. So they are raining down, right? The missiles are raining down, and the British intelligence stated that they are almost done. They're done. They will not have, even yesterday. I saw yesterday, the day before, like in the past 3 days, British intelligence reports stating that pretty soon, this was the title, soon or very soon, the Russians will run out of personnel or fighters and missiles and ammunition and all that. I do not believe that at all. I tell you why. First, how can Russia run out of personnel? Let's say they killed so far, according to the Ukrainians, which obviously it's an inflated number because they have to show that they committed a lot of damage to the Russians. They said about 35,000 people. Do you know the population of Russia? It's about 145 million. So from 145, how big do you think their army is? Do you think is 35 or 50,000 people to be running out of them? Maybe it's 100,000, you think? Maybe it's 500,000, maybe you think it's 5 million? What are the capabilities? I think Russia can muster millions of people to just go and fight in Ukraine if they really want. They have that capability. What is this guy talking about? And I'm not talking about mobilization. Mobilization, you get everybody until the age of 60, between what, 20 to 60, or from 18 to 60. You know how much you get? You get 40 million at least. So how these guys can be so dumb? They're going to run out of personnel. Like what? How do you know that? Did you count them? Did you intercept their communication? My God, we're losing. Oh, we're losing, man. Is that how it goes? And the missiles, the same. How did you get to that information? I'm not saying they're, they're also building some. Probably they're running, the stock goes down, stockpile, that's true. But why would you use now missiles, for extra? You don't use it, you up it. Anyway, missiles are fired and things destroyed. That's the bottom line here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.